trailer in this bitch.
All right, we're on. After a whole bunch of bullshit and technical difficulties, we
Let's
finally
get
made it.
it.
Let's get it, man. It's a Too Easy podcast. It's your boy King Barco, and it's your boy.
Dominican Poppy.
Yeah, we
Waiting
getting
for
it,
the
man. We
mommy.
getting it. Yeah, yes, sir. But anyways, to get this fucking train rolling. Uh, well, you got anything you wanted to cover?
Shit. I mean, we can cover a lot, man. I ain't gonna lie. It's some funny shit been going on.
Tell me.
Miss Kiki Palmer, might
Back
be
at
put
it
on a little
again.
child support.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Her baby daddy filed for child support, man.
Ah, nice. I
On
mean,
good
what?
ass. Hey, this gonna be the first time we ever see some shit like that on a celebrity level.
Shit.
It'll be the first time we see some shit like that.
Nah, her fucking. And honestly, to be real, when it comes to this part, at first I wasn't mad at her. Like she was exactly what she was because of what she was. But now I'm just like, yeah, I mean, this is kind of what happens when you fuck around and find out. And she made a whole music video with Usher. And I'm
Bruh,
like,
are you
you saw that?
serious?
Did you see that the boyfriend music video or some shit like that?
Yeah, I was like, what the
Yo,
fuck? Like, bro, you
I'm like,
mad disrespectful.
man, now I'm very convinced that they fucked after that night. I'm very convinced. At first, at first I was just speculating, but now I'm very convinced. I'm like, there ain't no way that after that hug, that was the last time they saw each other that night. I am convinced they fucked that night.
I mean,
Probably that
shit.
night, somewhere around the lines, but I'm pretty sure. I mean, like I said,
You don't
it
think they just going? You don't think they just like using the hype around it just to drop a video or something like that?
it would be in poor taste for Usher just because it's Usher. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Usher
yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
really have to. You know
He
what I
doesn't
mean?
have
Now
to.
if this was around that fucking that fucking what's called that shit with the big girl. Remember he gave her herpes or some shit like that, or
Yeah,
she got
yeah.
herpes. You remember that whole controversy? Now if it was
Yeah,
around that time, then I'd be like, okay, it's a publicity stunt. But Usher is solidified as one of the in my personal opinion, top 5 R&B singers out there.
yeah,
Top 5.
yeah.
He's out there. I mean, I'm just like, uh, I don't think it would be wise for him to try any publicity stunts right now. He's touring right now, and that's how most artists make their money. Is touring. They don't make
Yeah.
it off their royalties, really. I mean, they do make it off their royalties, but after a while, they got to start depending on touring,
So he
and
just
that's
bust
where,
down
yeah,
Tatiana.
yeah, that's how most artists make their money, anyways. Is touring. When they're
Yeah.
promoting their shit, that's the main time when they make money that they don't have to pay back the studio, money they don't have to fucking unless they sign a crazy ass contract with a studio. Usually studios let you get your money when you tour.
Yeah.
But yeah, nah, it was a import taste though on Kiki's end. The fact that they did it, and then I knew it was gonna be some bullshit when she came out with that one song where she was saying I don't need no man, this and that. And I knew it was gonna be some bullshit.
Yeah. I was like, bro, you can't be
Yeah,
doing your baby father like that. You gotta have some level of respect for your baby father and
man.
not throw him like that. Throw him to the wolves and I don't know. Whatever
Yeah, yeah.
happens and it's deserved. To be honest with you, she
Yeah.
fuck around have to pay $20,000 a month for child support.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
And he can get the house too, from my understanding, right?
Nah,
And
he
he can
couldn't get
get
the
that.
house.
No, he ain't. Okay.
He couldn't
From
get the
my
house. That was her
Yeah,
shit.
from my understanding, I thought he could get the house and child support on top of that. And yeah. That's what I heard. But shit, if not, then shit, I'll take the money. Shit, all right, Kiki. And that's fucked up because that's,
If I
that's
was
gonna be
him.
some of the money she made as a kid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why are you
Yeah.
gonna go? You know what I mean? Just look at it from a business standpoint. Kiki's a child actor. All that money you accumulated as a kid, now you got to pay another man, a grown ass man that has your kid. You know what I mean? It's just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Either way, she put it on herself, honestly. And it was honestly, in my personal opinion, it was both of their fault.
Yeah, it's
First of
both
all,
of
the
them.
guy, yeah, it was both of their fault because a guy I was seeing some more. So I was looking more into it, and the dude was recording her half naked. He was posting online, showing that he had Kiki with him, this and that, doing like those sucker posts. And fucking yeah, he was posting her half naked on one of the videos and shit like that. So I'm like, now I'm just thinking it might be full. Like I put more to blame on the dude,
Yeah,
but at this point, it's Kiki's fault though. Yeah, at this point, it's Kiki's fault. She should have known better. She should have been classy with it. She went to a fucking Usher concert with her ass showing.
yeah.
There was probably going to be problems.
I
It
think
was-
I think 100% he's doing this out of spite. Me personally, as a grown man, I would never put a woman on child support because it
yeah,
just doesn't feel right to me.
nah,
But I feel like that's like it's kind of like a personal out of spite type thing. But I mean, this goes to shows the times are different now. Like y'all
yeah,
want equality, you know what I'm saying? This is what the fuck gonna go down, you know what I'm saying? They ain't nobody batted an eye when Kanye had to pay Kim Kardashian, one of the
mhm.
wealthiest people in the world, 200,000 a month in child support.
That shit.
Everybody like,
Shit's
oh yeah,
crazy.
whatever, you know what I'm saying? Nobody batting an eye. But look, Kiki
Oh, yeah.
Palmer, oh,
They gonna
she
lose the
found a
shit out of
dude. You know, she found a dude. She helped
that.
him out. She paid for his everything, and she out here just displaying herself as an industry hoe. And then
Yeah.
it is what it is. She get what she deserved.
And to keep it real, I don't view Kiki as a in my personal opinion, she's in the industry, but for a minute I didn't think she was a hoe. But
Nah,
she did some hoe
she
she did
definitely
hoe
produced.
activities. That was the thing. She
Oh,
she did
oh,
a yeah, she was doing hoe activities. I don't
yeah,
think she was a hoe, but she was doing hoe activities that put her in the category of hoe. And
yeah.
also, not to mention, I also got what you call it. Also got an announcement. It's gonna be towards the end of the video. But yeah, pretty much about the awards I was talking about. We'll get more into it later on. But yeah, just know that she made the list, and yeah, nah, just know she made the list, and we'll get into it later.
Hey,
But yeah,
funniest shit I've seen though this week, right?
was good, was good.
Key Barco, I'm not Key, fucking, Funny Marco, right?
Okay,
Funny Marco DMs Oprah.
what do you say?
Fam, in her DMs, like saying, "Hey, I got some money now. I hit you up a year ago, but hey, let's talk about it now. Let's talk about a date. Let's talk
Uh,
about doing a date." Funny Marco is fucking stupid, man. That dude's funny as
man,
shit.
man, that dude, he's gonna have to fucking fight with Stedman. He's like, "This is my hoe. I mean, my woman. Sorry about that. Sorry, baby. This is my woman.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm a fight for her. She's paying all her bills. I mean, I love her with all my heart. I love you,
Yeah.
baby.
I love
But
my 100 billionaire wife.
yeah, I love her. You ain't gonna break this family apart. And fucking Stedman's gonna turn into a straight nigga too. You can be like, you ain't gonna break this family.
Mm-hmm. Ain't nobody do that.
But fucking nah. I'm speaking of that shit. Fucking going back to the child support shit. So there's a bill going on that supposedly is called House Bill 2689. And I think it's in Tennessee, but it's going to be put on a national stage pretty soon or be presented to Congress pretty soon. And it's a House Bill 2689, which is going to pretty much, if I'm not mistaken, default all fathers that are on child support with, I guess, their baby mamas that they were not married to. If I'm not mistaken, you
Default?
I think they're gonna just. I think they're gonna pay him back. It's gonna be back pay on fucking.
Bullshit. Ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, like I said, I don't think it's gonna happen, but it's been presented and it's catching some noise.
So
And it's gonna be
what I heard from it though, I don't think I heard from it as uh the man has to prove himself as the father by getting a DNA test, and
yeah,
he has to prove they have to prove that they've been in a like it can't be no one night stand. They have to
yeah,
be
no, no
like
one
in
that
a
stand
long
shit.
term
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
relationship.
Yeah, I looked into that one too. Like they cannot be. So yeah, he cannot be married. Not have been married to that person that they're with. Like no marriage at all.
Mm-hmm.
What's called unless she became your common law wife, which means if your woman lives with you over a year, she becomes a
Yeah.
common law wife.
Mm-hmm.
And if she's not in any of those categories, then
Get
what's
child
called
support.
she's not entitled. Yeah, if she's not
See how
entitled to
the
any child
fucking
support.
world is changing?
Oh yeah, and
That's
I'm
that.
just like,
You know what started this shit?
yeah, what's
Feminism.
good? Oh yeah, no, they
It,
did it to themselves.
yeah,
They did it to themselves. And,
equality. That was the
yeah,
fuck started this shit. You
yeah,
think? You honestly think a man does not want to support? You know what I'm saying? Obviously,
yeah,
if I have a kid with a person, and obviously I don't want the relationship, I
yeah,
still feel obligated to support that woman and that child. Do you
yeah,
honestly like this is nothing but that feminism equality bullshit? I'm telling you, man. Like now you want equal
yeah.
rights. Now you want to be equal and everything like that. Look what the
Dog.
fuck about to happen.
This is the shit I be talking about, man. Feminism only works until it's time to pay the bill. When it's time to pay the bill, this is the shit I be talking about. Until it's time to pay the bill, because most of these feminists, anyways, are entitled little brats
Yeah,
that never moved, either barely moved out their parents' house or have a roommate or doing anything. The most entitled type people out there. They
right.
think everything should just fall in their lap. They think everything should be just given to them versus just actually working and proving their worth. They think everything should be done just for the fact that they have a vagina. And so I'm like, okay, we'll play the game. And the thing is, I think feminism, look, check this out. I think feminism is going to win. It's going to win. But the thing is, once they win and they take a step back and look at the bigger picture, they're going to realize they lost it all.
Lost it
It's
all.
gonna, it's gonna be it's gonna be winning but at what cost?
You
You're
have your
gonna win,
cake, and
ladies.
now you don't want to eat it
Yeah,
because then you have on the other side women are like, well, I want to start a family, and they're like 30 plus.
yeah. They,
I'm
they
saying
they
right
won.
now,
They got the career. Hey, you won, baby. Hey, that's you.
you won.
You
You
won.
want you oh you making all the money
Yeah,
you
you
want.
won.
I'm gonna
Hey,
tell you right
baby.
now, like me, there was a woman that approached me
Yeah.
recently.
Nice,
You know
nice.
what I'm saying? 30 plus.
Mm.
Talking about she want to
So
start a family and everything. I did not take it. I didn't take it serious at all because I'm like, you're at the end. You at the end of the road. I have a few more years to where I can
yeah,
find the right one, and I ain't
yeah,
finding nobody at that age. So I don't know
yeah.
that
No,
feminism
most
shit that
definitely.
shit backfired.
Yeah, but at the same time, and the thing is, ladies, this ain't no shaming tactic. This ain't no shaming and throwing this. I'm telling you, ladies, you're gonna win. You're gonna win, and you're not gonna like that victory. It's gonna be a
Yep.
victory you want to take back.
It's gonna
Honestly,
be
to
like,
keep it
oh
real.
shit.
Like I said, I'm not. I'm gonna just agree with you. I used to disagree all the time and break all your points and make you cry.
Yeah.
Oh man, I remember I used to go to those feminist movements in college, those little rallies they had and shit. I'm just there ready to start some shit, just talk shit. And so and so what's called now I'm just like, you know what? I didn't look at it from your perspective. I get it, and I had to step back and look back and be like, why wouldn't you all think you don't need men? That's everything in the media, society, everything, all these social pseudo politics, everything. It's put into all this modernization. It's put into the society nowadays. It's accepted now. And I
Yeah.
realized I was fighting a losing game for years. I was like, man, these girls they don't realize what is going on. But then at the same time, I'm like, how could they? They're not taught. They're not taught how to be, wives. They're not taught how to actually hold down a household. They're taught to go get the job. But I'm like,
It's
ladies,
independent.
that job will get rid of you in a heartbeat. If they can fire you off anything, they'll fire you. Once you lose that job, you go back to that empty apartment, 1 bedroom apartment, dog probably barking in the background. You probably saved Love and Hip Hop on your DVR, baby. You're losing. Even when you win, you're losing. And that's what feminism is. You're gonna win. I'm telling you right now, they're gonna win. It's just
Yeah.
gonna be a victory they're not gonna like. And once they don't like it, who are they gonna come and blame? Men.
Men.
And so
Men are
it's a
not
losing
strong.
battle.
Men are not doing chivalry. Men
Yeah,
are, this and that, this and that. It's like I don't know. Like you can't have. You want your cake. Now you got to eat it.
yeah, exactly.
Eat your cake. That's what you wanted. You baked it. It's been a slow baking process for years. And now we're getting towards the end where everything is pretty equal. It's everything's pretty much equal.
I mean,
But
it's
now you
more
gotta,
modernized.
now you're gonna, now a lot of
Yeah.
women, I'm telling you, the further this goes, women are gonna see what it's like to actually be a man in society, to actually be a man. Like
Yeah.
if they want to be like equality in terms of like being a man and how much men get shitted on and how much like we have to overwork and do all these things to take care of our family. They're gonna see what that shit's like, and it's not gonna resonate with who they are.
Oh yeah.
So
That's definitely.
I think if y'all want to win, you find a good man and you build something together. You build something together. Don't miss independent. Miss independent. Nobody wants to
Yeah.
miss independent. Nobody.
That's like I feel like that's like a phase right now. I feel like it's a phase
Yeah,
that's
it
really
is a phase.
it's a sad phase because I see so many girls now. It's just so sad. He's like, yeah, I'm getting my own stuff. I'm getting a degree. I'm like, cool. I was like, you got kids? Yeah. I was like, oh, okay. So how's their dad doing? I'm saying this in the most soft way possible. Oh no, they don't know their father. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm sorry to hear that. But
Yeah,
that's the norm. That's like the
reality.
norm.
It's
That's the
normal.
norm conversation I have nowadays, and it's sad to see, man. It's sad, and I know, and some of these women come in, especially on Mother's Day and Father's Day, and they break down crying where I work at, and they break down crying because they know they're a single parent in a single parent household, and they break down. It's not easy. It's
It
not.
ain't.
It's not. And so really what we need to do now, in my opinion, like for a solution, instead of just shitting, I just got a solution. It's gonna be a quick and easy solution. And how do I say this without sounding like an asshole? It's a quick, easy solution. Just it really is really quick and simple. Talk with your grandmothers. Take
Oh
advice
yeah,
from your grandmothers. Take advice from your grandmothers. Men, take advice from your grandfathers. They're not going to all have it all the way. Take advice from the older generations. Actually, sit down and talk. If you have an older person in your family, go and talk with them instead of just laughing at them and blabbing and saying, "Oh, that shit's dated" and this and that. Go talk to the older folks. They'll tell you what it is. They don't care. They'll tell you what it is. They already lived their life. They already lived it. Go talk to the older folks. They will tell you everything you need to know. Usually, like it's crazy. It's something so simple. And if you don't got grandparents, fine, that's cool. Talk to some older folks. Actually, get some perspective, because a
yeah.
lot of people go in, we only see what we're going through. We haven't seen what the past generations have gone through, how they lived, and how they done it. I feel like we just need to take a whole history. You just need a history lesson on how shit really was. I think people really need a history lesson because most people don't see it. They only see what they know now. Everything that's happened,
I think
they don't care about what happened before or back then. They don't.
I have another solution too.
What's good?
Find God.
Yeah,
Find when you find a person. When you find a person, find God with that person because building a foundation around something that's bigger than yourself is what's gonna help you in the long run. You want to be Miss Independent? I'm telling you right now, like no dude cares if you're Miss Independent. They might say they care to get some ass, or they might
yeah,
say, "Oh yeah, like yeah, do your own thing, whatever." We'll tell
yeah.
you whatever the fuck you want to hear. I done it before.
Same.
You probably done it before. Everybody done that
Oh,
shit before. We'll tell you whatever the fuck you want to hear, just to get some ass. But
shit.
reality is, men, we want like we want a long term partner. We want a person that's going to be loyal to us and want to build things with us. So find a man. He ain't got to make 100K a year. He can make 30, 40, 50K a year. You know what I'm saying? Just build with that man. Encourage him. And then you can't find no man at the club, to be honest with you. I ain't gonna lie.
And
Yeah,
that's where most of those
you gotta go to the
sisters,
gym.
That's the
hiking
most
trails. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, fucking yeah. You can find a whole bunch. The thing is, they're out there, ladies. However, if they're not knocking at your door, they're not busting your door down, destroying your DMs. And I'm
Yeah.
sure there's a couple dudes are, but do you want those men? Probably not. Now, so just ask yourself a question. There's another solution. Ask yourself a question. What kind of man do you want, and what are you willing to give up to get him? What are you willing to give up? Ask yourself that question. What do you want out of a man? Just ask that, and I'm sure you're gonna find the answer. It's gonna be an answer you don't like. You're gonna know exactly. You're gonna know the answer. You already know the answer, ladies. You're
It's
adults.
within.
Yeah, it's within. You already know the answer. Just like men, I know the answer. I know that I got, you know what I mean? Like I know I'm fat. I got to take my ass to the gym. I'm doing that now. You got to be self-aware. Be self-aware. By the way, I'm down 15 pounds, so piece by piece.
Oh shit.
But
There
but
you
yeah,
go.
but yeah, you got to be self-aware. Look within and see what's going on in your life. What's not working out? Are dudes not knocking my door? What do I need to do? Do I need to be around less hoes? Probably.
Yeah. You
Do,
definitely need to stay away from the city
yeah,
girls.
yeah.
Turn me up. I'm trying to fuck. Take me to the
Yeah,
slut.
those single
Mm-mm.
man,
Get
those
away.
single you know
Any girl
those
that
songs
sing that
too.
shit, stay away from them.
Oh man, shit. Any girl that play Lotto, Cardi B,
Sexy red.
I let Nicki Minaj go, but the new shit she's doing now, I'm like, come on now. I'm trying to be on your side, Nicki. Nicki's one of the few exceptions for me, just because she actually married somebody and actually has a family
Yeah.
and is actually trying. And then not to mention, she fucking went on talk with Kevin Samuels too, which I give her a lot of respect for.
Yeah, I did. I ain't gonna lie.
I
That
gave she
I
gained
commend
so
that
much
shit.
respect for me after that interview. I was like, damn, okay, I see
I
it. Yeah.
think Kevin Samuels was kind of nice to her though. I ain't gonna lie. He was a little
Oh
nice
yeah,
to
I
her.
mean, you can't be
But
too much of an asshole to Nicki
yeah,
Minaj though. You know,
yeah,
you
he
can't be too
was
much
a
of
little
an
nice,
asshole.
but I liked it. I liked it.
Yeah, he was pretty nice, but the majority of that conversation I actually liked, and I actually gained a lot of respect for Nicki because she actually
Hmm.
came with a conversation. She didn't come to just be like, I don't know, I ain't doing this and that. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? She actually came for a conversation. Now, the shit she does for the industry, I don't fuck with, but I get it. It's a get down, lay down situation. So if you're already in it, you're probably gonna be in it for a while.
yeah. I mean, the only thing, what I like about Nikki, she does preach like get your own, find you a man, or whatever. She still preaches like find you a man. That's the most important thing. Yeah, you can get your own, and that's fine. Like a man does not mind if you have your own, but do not throw that in a man's face. A man does not care about your damn finances. He does
No
not care. I don't care how much you make. I don't care if you're Oprah Winfrey. I don't
shit.
care. Men are based off looks and aesthetics. I don't give a shit how much you make. So I don't know. It's just one of those things where like obviously Nicki Minaj, she's you
But
know top 10
yeah,
most beautiful women. You know what I'm saying? So it's
oh
a
yeah,
lot
man.
easier for her
I
to
give her
switch
that.
over, make that switch. But a lot
But
of
that's
y'all need
yeah.
to like listen to the better advice.
But yeah, Nikki, you gotta stop lying that your ass ain't fake. It's fake. Stop lying. Your thighs do not match your ass. We're giving too many compliments to Nikki. I had to level it out.
Nah,
I had to
I mean, I ain't
level
gonna lie though.
it out.
I've met some women that had like disproportionate thighs and ass, and their ass was real.
Mm.
I have, but they had
Me and my
the
dad argued
African, they had
that.
the African, roots. So
Oh
yeah.
yeah. Okay, I can get down with that part, but I don't know. I think Nikki's more Jamaican, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Oh, Jamaicans
She's
are really African. They're
I mean,
very rooted in their yeah.
I don't know. I'm iffy on that one. I just know every time I seen Nikki perform on stage when she's like twerking, her thighs don't match the ass, and I'm like, damn. I'm like, it just.
Damn.
I'm like, I'm like that got to be fake because she came on in there. She's like, no, my ass ain't fake, this and that, and the reporters keep asking her. Like, I don't know if you heard, but like reporters and all the podcast she goes on is like, is your ass fake? She looks so distraught. I heard it like 3 times already. They asked her, and she has to be like, "No, my ass ain't fake. My ass ain't fake."
I
And
mean, she
so,
probably. What if she went to the gym and just worked on her ass?
nah, she just got to work on her thighs. She got the ass already. She's got to work on her thighs. If she
I'm
works
just
on her
saying, like,
thighs, it
what if
convince
she
me.
went to the gym and just did hip abductors the whole time? You know what I'm saying? Just did
Okay,
hip abduction. You know what I'm saying?
I get with it. I don't know. But
That shit
yeah,
target your
Nikki,
glutes directly.
Nikki, I'm on your side, but I don't think that ass is real. Let's keep it real.
Yeah.
But anyways, on to other news. You heard that Michael Orr situation?
Yeah.
Man, shit,
I don't. I
that
don't know
was
what to believe though. I was
I,
so inspired by that story too.
man,
But
that
then I
shit
thought
hurt me
about it. I
because
was
I'm
like,
like, man,
man, if they was lying, that's some fucked up shit. I ain't gonna lie. Like, if you was
man.
lying, why did he wait? First of all, why did he wait that long?
Now he had just found out. He had just found out back in February. That's why he started the whole case
Find out what?
against him. That he wasn't even adopted by the family. That's how he found out this past February. That's when he first found out because he was doing his taxes and shit like that, and he found out he was never even legally family with the Tui family. And so the whole time he wasn't even part of their family legally, but he had signed a conservatorship. I'm butchering the name, but he had signed over his earnings over to the family so they can watch over his money. However, supposedly they haven't been paying or his money, and he lost like millions of dollars and shit in the process. And supposedly the Tuies ain't paying his money to him, if that makes sense. They're not supposedly they're not paying him his money or some shit like that. And like I said, he's like millions of dollars in a hole. And so, and thing is, I remember I first saw the actual real life interview with Michael Orr. I don't know if you remember that first interview on ABC. They had did with him. It was an old interview back in like when the movie first came out, Blindside. And so it was he was pulling into his home, but he had like a 1 story house. It was so small. It was like as big as my house. And I'm like, what the fuck? He's an NFL sensation. He's living in this house? If you ever check it out, check it out. I mean, the neighborhood was nice, but it looked like it was too, it didn't look like a NFL superstar's house. You get what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And I'm like, yo, that is a small ass house for an NFL sensation like Michael Ward. That was just too small of a house. I'm like, and I didn't pay no mind to it. It didn't make sense to me. And then now it snapped. And I was like, oh shit, they were only giving bits and pieces of his money because you know that they're only giving bits and pieces of his fucking money. And I'm like, yo, this might actually be fucking real.
That shit
And I
fucked
was,
up. I ain't gonna lie.
oh man, I was like, yo, and
Wait,
that was
so
just
you can't
yeah,
you can't tell me he was that stupid. Like, come on
bro.
now.
I mean, the
He
thing is, I
signed
think
the contract.
yeah, and it was the same thing that Britney Spears got into it with her dad. I don't know if you remember that shit. With Britney Spears had signed, he had her family, her mom and dad had ownership of our assets, and she had to ask them for her own assets. All the money she made, she had to go to her dad, and her dad was over there doing other business plans with her money. She was worth hundreds of millions of dollars. Her dad lost it, lost the majority of that money, and
Shit.
he'll be giving her allowances and shit. And
What the
I'm
fuck?
like, it's crazy. It's like this is like the negative.
I mean, when you think about it though, they
Yeah,
raised him.
yeah, and it's fucked up. I'm like, how do you
Like,
fuck over your kid's money? You know what I mean? Like
yeah, I
me,
mean, that's their money because they raised her. You know what I'm saying? To be Britney Spears.
yeah, like true, but at the same time, she made it. Like when your kids grow up and leave the house, they don't like. In my personal opinion, they don't owe you nothing.
Yeah, they
They
don't owe
they
you
owe
shit.
you, they
They
don't owe you
18.
nothing.
They don't owe you a
You know what I
damn
mean?
thing.
Yeah, they don't owe you nothing. They owe you nothing. That's something you're supposed to do. Now, anything after that, anything they help or anything like that, then you can start that shit. But even then, you wouldn't want to because they're your kids. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you
Yeah,
shouldn't
you
want
know what I
to.
mean? Yeah, like after they're 18 and they start fucking up and shit like that, and you help them out, then that's where you can start pulling that card. But anything before that, they don't owe you nothing. That was something you're supposed to do. And so it's a fucked up situation, and I hope it's not true. But at the same time, Michael wouldn't do this. I'm sure he would not do this unless he like got all the facts together and
That's what I'm
actually put
confused
in.
about. I'm like,
Like I don't think he would do that shit to that family, like family that raised him up, like actually took him out
yeah,
of property.
that's what I'm
I
trying
don't
to
think
figure
he would
out.
do it. Michael Orr would not. In my personal opinion, from what I've seen, Michael Orr wouldn't do that shit to a family that took him
The
in. You feel
media,
me?
the media is making Michael Orr look like a fucking like a person that's just ungrateful.
Yeah. Now you'd be like a dickhead. You feel me?
Yeah, it sounds like that's what it sounds like. You fucking asshole. Like these motherfuckers raised you.
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting. I'm like, damn,
Yeah.
like these motherfuckers raised you, and you just gonna betray them.
Yeah, but like I said, I don't think Michael Orr would just do that out the fucking sudden. You know what I mean? I think he would have to got with an accountant, and he would probably was losing, like you said, he was losing millions of dollars,
You
millions
know
of
what's
dollars.
crazy though? A lot of celebrities are getting scammed like that in the industry.
Oh
Like Big
yeah,
Sean. Big Sean was he didn't sue nobody, but
well Kanye,
Pusha T and Kanye was
yeah,
holding out on like millions of dollars
yeah,
that
like
belonged
six
to Big
million
Sean.
dollars.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
6 million. I was like, damn,
yeah,
like, bro,
remember
y'all
that
are,
shit?
like Kanye's a billionaire. Pusha T, I know he ain't got no
Yeah,
money, but like
yeah, nah,
you holding out on money,
yeah.
millions
I'm
of
like,
dollars. You know what I'm saying? What are you doing with it?
and fuck that. That's why, like me personally, like I said, I see where Kanye's coming from. You know, with everything else, but that Big Sean situation, I was like, you're a fucking asshole.
Yeah, you a fucking asshole. Like you
You're a
can't.
fucking asshole. Like
That's
you could have paid this man
that's
his
his
money.
that's his either. I say that's Kanye's like number one or two asset. Travis Scott maybe more, but Big Sean was
Now,
definitely like
yeah,
a huge
yeah, because I
asset
mean,
to Kanye.
yeah, and that made me believe the beef, the beef between him and Drake. That made me believe Drake's side a little bit more because Drake was saying, like the shit Drake was saying. I was like, okay, now I believe him a little bit more. When I started hearing all this shit,
Yeah.
everybody around Kanye had issues with Kanye. Everybody around Kanye had issues. I think Pusha T's the only one that hasn't came out publicly. But supposedly Pusha T got mad at Kanye because he wouldn't release one of his albums or some shit. But after that, they squashed the beef and shit like that. But still, everybody around Kanye's team always had financial issues with Kanye.
That's
And
weird.
so Two Chains had financial issues with Kanye when he joined Good Music for that short time. What's his name? Designer had financial issues. Fucking Big Sean and I'm not so sure on Travis Scott, but I know. Well,
Travis
I
Scott
think
was mad because Kanye was trying to make him do that 7 song album that they were trying to do for everybody, every artist, and then like even Nas did it. Nas, Pusha, Kanye did it, and then they were trying to get Travis Scott to do it. Travis Scott was like, "No, I'm not doing that shit. I'm releasing my own. I'm Travis Scott. I'm my own brand, bro." Like so.
yeah, but yeah, once you sign that deal, man, you belong to the record label. That's the thing about those fucking record label deals, man. You fucking belong to them. Fucking, low key, they're scams. They're like fucking glorified loans, really.
Yeah, they are.
Those are regular. Those, check. Yeah, me and if I ever heard one of our podcasts with I did with Jasmine, check it out. It's called the industry is a monster. Because it is. It's a fucking monster, and it fucking takes everything it can along the way. I mean, it's gonna take more and give less to everybody. So that's just how it is.
That's how they make their
Pretty every
millions.
once in a while. Yeah,
That's how the people at
but
top. You know what I'm saying? The one
man,
Kanye was
oh
talking.
yeah,
The people
yeah,
Kanye was talking about.
oh yeah, yeah. Kanye, I think he's in a space right now where he just wants to be where he's enjoyed, and right now all the conservatives are enjoying him right now. So he's just playing fiddle to that side right now, and so. I don't know. I just yeah, like right now he's enjoyed over there because I know he doesn't fuck with anything Hollywood, anything, which I can respect him on that.
Yeah,
Anything Hollywood, anything woke, but then like the other shit he does, like it just excuse me, like if I ever talk about mental issues or anything like that, Kanye is probably one of those guys. Like to be the face of that, like anybody with mental issues, because the inconsistency and shit like that with Kanye is crazy.
it is. It's
It just,
wild.
it just it's just crazy. I
I'm
don't
I'm a,
see.
I'm a super huge supporter of Kanye, but I
Yeah,
like he's just very over the top, and he believes everything he says, which is cool.
it's funny. Yeah,
It's cool, but a lot of people don't resonate with what the fuck that motherfucker be saying,
yeah.
and it
It's just
pisses
like,
me off
yeah. When he was running for president and he said that shit about Harriet Tubman, I was mad as fuck.
when he said
But
Harry never freed the slaves.
yeah, she just brought him over to more white people. I was
Yeah,
just like,
so Loki, he was right in a certain sense, right? He was right, but it was just like it wasn't like the understanding wasn't connecting with everybody. Like I understood it. I was like,
yeah,
okay, she didn't necessarily free the slaves because modern slavery, right? Modern slavery is like
oh yeah, that
making
was
the
right.
making the poor and the middle class work for money all the way
Yeah,
into their 65 in retirement, and then
mm,
what I'm saying, getting paid shit money their entire life, and then finally retiring and and still vacationing and
yeah,
putting themselves in debt. So they're kind of like a modern day slave. I knew what he meant by that, but he was like,
yeah.
yeah, Harry Tubman never freed the slaves. She freed the slaves, but
But
come on now,
yeah,
like
like this, yeah. I saw what he was trying to do, but I was like, that was probably not the best setting to do it.
yeah.
Okay, in Chicago, Chirac. I was like, Chirac in the middle of the night. Like I said, predominantly black. That probably wasn't the best spot to do it, yay. But fuck yeah, that was like I said. I see what you're saying. Like I saw what he was saying, but I
Yeah.
was like, yeah, you did not need to say that shit, dog. I was like, no, like yeah,
It was
they,
wild.
and they started crying in the middle of the fucking presentation. Yeah, I don't think you need to be in front of a camera right now, man. I think you need to just take some time to chill, man. Like sometimes people just need to take some time off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when you're in front of a camera all the time, I'm just like, yeah, you need. Sometimes you need to take a break. I'm like, yeah, that was if anything, if there was a cry for help to take a break, that was that moment for me. But yeah, anyways, speaking of presidency and running, the greatest president of the world. I don't know if you can talk about it because I know you're still in.
Yeah, I'm still in.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna lay it light.
You
I'm
you
gonna lay
go
it
on a
light.
rant. You go on a rant. I'll just laugh.
Yeah, if I get, I'm gonna lay it light. Yeah, Sleepy Joe is fucking up. Fucking his ass sent 24 billion over to fucking Ukraine, which I mean I think the soldiers low key need, but at the same time I'm like, there's videos of the people in war torn Ukraine jumping in swimming pools, laughing, joking around with each other, and Maui at the same time Maui was on fucking fire. Fucking turned that entire island was turned to fucking Pompeii. Fucking or the majority of that island. All the celebrity surprisingly, all the celebrity houses were rightfully intact. They're all rightfully intact. Yeah. All the all the celebrity houses and all the celebrities that lived there, they were good.
Yeah.
It was only surprisingly in the poor class, in the low class community. And
I
so
don't think it was a part of
yeah,
the plan.
yeah. And so according to the plan, and fucking of course amongst those celebrities, what's called the greatest woman alive, Oprah. Fucking Oprah's house was nicely intact and everything. Everything was good to go. I think Ellen DeGeneres has a house out there too. Her house was nice. Yeah, it was a great view from their houses. But looking into poor section, not to mention now that surprisingly, at the same time, the local government is now buying up all the land that was burnt to ash. They're buying up all the land now. Surprisingly, like it was planned by the local government. Who knows?
you
Back to
know,
you,
you
Harry.
know, you know the movie. You know the movie The Dark Knight with the Joker
Oh yeah,
when he gives that speech.
yeah.
He was like, "If I were to blow up a truck full of soldiers, no one would react because it's all part of the plan." And he
Yeah,
was like,
exactly.
"It's not funny, but," and he was like, "But
Oh
if
yeah,
I
no,
just say I'm gonna kill one little old mare,
it's,
and everybody loses their minds."
yeah, like it's really he and that fucking speech holds up. Like there's a speech, like especially during 2020 when everyone was losing their shit and fucking stealing toilet paper. Fucking what's called it was just like you were saying these civilized people will eat each other. And that's what it is, man. It's just fucking dog eat dog world. And fucking excuse me. And yeah, man, it's just so coincidentally that they're buying up all the destroyed land now, and good old Sleeping Joe did the kind courtesy for sending those families that probably lost family members. I think it was like 200 plus people that died. Sent them a good check of $700. Good luck. And good. So he's like, here's $700. No comment. That motherfucker said no. I was like, you dirty motherfucker. I was like, so who's gonna buy the land now over there? Fucking the other fucking more elites now. There was just like a construction job. We had to burn the people out because they wouldn't move. All the actual inhabitants of that island. It was just surprisingly, right on the money. And there was photos taken of that fire, and it looked like a circle, like they burnt it specifically in a circle around the whole neighborhood. And fucking, but of course, it's natural disasters always the worst. You never know what can happen. It's
It was natural.
natural disasters. It was a tragedy. But it was back to you, Helen. Off to sports with Chettle. Fucking, I don't know. I know you can't speak on much, so I'm gonna keep it rolling. No, you can't speak on much, but fucking shit. Let's see. There's something I want to talk about. Oh, I guess we could talk a little finance. Shiba Inu, Shibarium released a couple days ago.
It is money.
Yeah, and of course, we've been talking about Shiba Inu. Also, remember, none of this is financial advice, so do not take this as a certainty. Not even a suggestion. There's not advice in any little bit in the slightest. It's just not. So don't take any advice. But do hear us when we say Shiba Inu is the future. I do believe so. And but however, the fucking the developers fucked up the presentation. They fucked up. They fucked up during this conference. It was a shit show. And so, but I think they're getting better as of now. There was a crypto convention or a futurist convention in Canada,
Hmm.
and I guess Shiba Inu had 2 days that they're going to be there. They're going to like the only sponsors for these futures conventions are usually like the big name brands, like
Right.
fucking Ethereum, Bitcoin, and I guess this year was Cardano, and
I like
there's other
Cardano.
Cardano. Yeah, I got Cardano too, and I think Corium, and a couple other cryptocurrencies, but big name cryptocurrencies. And Shiba Inu was amongst them. And they had a 5 minute talking slot the first day, and then they had a 15-minute talking slot the next day. All they had to do was say Shibarium is launching on the second day. But the thing is, the way the developers pretty much put out their messages is like through cryptic messages and shit like that. That's how the developers like doing. I don't know why. I don't know why. Most of the time they're straight up with it, but when it comes to certain release dates, they're a little cryptic with it. And so I don't know why they do it, but that's just how it is. That's how they are. And all they had to tell us was, hey, Shabim's going to be launching on the second day at the Futures Convention. And shit would have been gravy. Would have been gravy. But fucking, they fucking came out the first day horribly. They were like, a dog came out in an AI voice saying that, oh yeah, we're releasing a new book, how to start your own blockchain, and then they're like, oh yeah, we also got a cologne, and that was it. On the first day, and fucking Shiba Inu plummeted like 30%, I think 30-40%, and I mean not plummeted, but went down 30-40%.
That's a lot.
in one fucking day, like right when it happened, and it pretty much tanked the entire crypto market. All the entire crypto market went down after this. I mean, I'm not saying Shiba Inu is fully at fault, but after Shiba Inu tanked, the rest of the crypto market tanked, which is actually a good thing though. As bad as that is, it's
Hmm.
actually a good thing. That means the market moves with Shiba Inu. Whatever happens to Shiba Inu, the world is watching. You get what I'm saying?
That's a good
That
thing.
means that's a good thing. That means the world is actually looking at it in a large scale now. That means it's a big dog. If this fails, that means the rest of the crypto market fails. So I like that idea. But they fucked it up. Like, first impressions are everything. And when you're not giving information, it fucking imaginations can run wild and people start selling badly.
Yeah. People
So
panic.
yeah, they panic sell. And so that's what happened. People were panic selling like a motherfucker. And then it got so bad that Satoshi was coming out like, "Hey, we're dropping the next day. We're dropping tomorrow. We're dropping tomorrow." But like, they kind of fucked up. I'll keep it real. They kind of fucked up. And so on the second day of the Futures Convention in Canada, they dropped it, but it was like all AI. The presentation was sloppy. They had a couple things that they introduced. They introduced will trading. Like if you die, all your stuff gets transferred over to your next of kin and shit like that. All the crypto and everything, et cetera, et cetera. It was just it was a little cringy at times, but everybody was excited for the fact that Shibarium finally launched after fucking excuse me, after 3 years. 3 years they've been talking about Shibarium, if I'm not mistaken. Finally released. Thank God. Because if they would have released fucking Shibarium at this conference, it
Yeah.
would have fucking Shiba Inu would have fucking plummeted.
Everybody would have
Real,
saw.
real plummeted. But now Shiba Inu kind of leveled out along with Bitcoin, and I think there's some talk. I don't think it's true, but there's talk that's saying that Elon Musk sold all his Bitcoin supposedly, and supposedly it was like 350,000 Bitcoin that supposedly got sold, which is like a couple of hundred supposedly. But it hasn't been proven. Hasn't been. I don't think Elon Musk has came out yet to say that, oh yeah, it was me that crashed it. But supposedly it got moved. Don't know if that's true, but anyways, but either way, um, yeah, Shiba Inu took a hit, and hopefully this is a lesson to the fucking developers. Just be direct with it. I get it. You guys want to be cryptic. You don't want nobody to know who you are because nobody knows who the main developers are of
Hmm.
Shiba Inu. But at the same time, you got to be upfront with it because if not, people are just gonna say, "Fuck you, I'm out." And so they learned that lesson though. It looks like they learned that lesson. They're releasing blogs now. They're talking about a plan to actually what's called fix it. I guess there were some bugs with Shibarium, and I guess 1.7 million 1.7 million dollars worth of Shiba Inu got locked or got frozen in a bridge. So that when they're bridging over from the main net over to the layer two blockchain,
Yeah.
yeah. So it's supposedly got frozen or paused or something like that. But it was just some bugs. So it's all insured by the way. So if they lose any money, they're getting their money back anyways. So everything's insured. But yeah, they released some blogs. Go check out Shaitoshi Kusama. Matter of fact, if I can, I'm gonna leave a link down to his X page. If you guys have X, go check it out. Yeah, definitely. I get all my information straight up from the developer himself usually. But yeah, if you guys want to go check out his blog so he can explain more, he has more into details. I'm gonna leave it in the link below. Um, but yeah, so it was a nasty dip. I didn't
It was
like
a
it.
big bad dip. I ain't gonna lie. I saw it. I was like, shit, what's going on here?
I was fucking, you know what I mean? Like I didn't fucking like I said, I wasn't worried, but at the same time I was mad as shit. I was like, man, me and my girls fucking, me and my girl fucking watched this shit live, and that shit pissed me off. I was like, man, why the fuck? Especially on the first day, I was like, man, why the fuck didn't you release it, man? I don't give a fuck about your stupid ass cologne. I was so mad. I was cussing out. I was like, man, fuck your book and fuck your cologne, nigga. You know what the fuck it is. You gotta open that shit. You gotta fucking release that shit, nigga. Oh, I
Stupid
was
ass
so mad.
motherfuckers.
I was mad as fuck. I was livid that day. All the fucking crypto creators and all those dudes on YouTube were fucking going crazy. They're mad as fuck. They're trying not to cuss. And but second day, I was actually happy. I was actually yelling. I was like, man, fucking finally. God damn. And you know me, if you guys know me and you know my story, I've been an investor in Shiba Inu since 2021, October. I'm going since September actually. So I'm actually going to be reaching 2 years with Shiba Inu. So it's something I believe in the long term. It's something that I know it's going to do good numbers soon.
Yeah.
It was just a nasty ass setback. But the thing is, thing
Yeah, the
about
market
that
cap right
is,
now is 5 billion.
yeah, yeah, it got back up. Took a minute, but it got back. Took a couple days, but it got back up.
Almost there. Almost there to where it was before.
Yeah,
A two
fucking.
percent raise, and then we'll be right where we was at.
Oh yeah, no, they just need it. So this shit just needs to settle because I think people just need to process this shit. I don't think people have processed it fully, and I think of course the developers fucked it up. They fucked it up. They fucked up the presentation. My personal opinion, it was just yeah, they could have done a better job
Yeah,
because this was the big dunk and they missed it.
missed a
And
wide
fucking
open fucking layup dunk.
this is a wide open dunk. All the fuck they have to
Wide
do,
open layup dunk.
man. And oh yeah, and guess how much the book he was trying to charge motherfuckers? Guess how much that shit was?
How to start your own blockchain?
Yeah, pretty much
$20.
an entire Ethereum, one Ethereum. So which is pretty much equals out to
What is
fucking
that, 2K now?
16. Was it 16, $1,700? 16,
Yeah, around 2K.
16,
What the
and
fuck?
yeah,
Are you fucking stupid?
exactly. And it was a personally signed book by Satoshi Kusama himself. And pretty much he was just gonna be breaking down how he started, what should we call it, Shiba Inu, et cetera, how to start your own blockchain, et cetera. I'm just like
One Ethereum
one Ethereum.
for a fucking book?
Yep, fucking yeah. This motherfucker. I not saying motherfucker. I actually fuck with Satoshi. He's a Vegeta fan, so am I.
Oh, yeah,
And
he a Vegeta fan.
yeah, he's a Vegeta fan. I'm a Vegeta fan. Fuck yeah,
Okay,
that's my dog. That's my
I
dog.
respect that. I respect that.
I don't know my personal opinion. He just has a great story arc. Like if you really look at it, I know they push past it, but if
Yeah,
you really look at his story arc, you're just like, God damn, this guy's been through the shit,
that's a real ass nigga, man. Vegeta, a real ass nigga, man.
man. That motherfucker's been through some shit. That motherfucker's been destroying planets since he was a baby. Since he was a fucking baby. That's why I fucked with him because he's the big dog, but he's like he always gets like side charactered sometimes.
He always get his ass kicked.
Yeah, and thing is, I don't like how fucking what's his name, Akira Toriyama does his character. He always does him in injustice. It's always some bullshit where he fucks him over at the end or some bullshit.
Yeah, like always. Like what the fuck? Like what do you
Always
got
fucks
against
him
Vegeta,
over.
man?
Oh no, I know why. Because he had to revive him back supposedly. So this is the story. I know we're losing track from fucking crypto to anime, but real quick, little history lesson. Fucking so yeah, so when he brought Vegeta into the fucking series, people resoundingly loved Vegeta more than the main character himself.
Oh, that's why.
And so,
I did. Everyone.
oh man, fucking it was so bad that they wanted him to be a main character,
Yeah,
and he didn't want it
because
because I guess
Vegeta was a masculine motherfucker.
who was it? Funimation,
Yeah,
Or wherever company he was working with at the time. They were
they
like,
wanted to sell Goku.
yeah, they wanted him to put go what's the name Vegeta into the story, the main story. And Dog was like, no, he's supposed to die at the fucking Frieza saga. That's it. He was supposed to die right then and there. But when he died, he had so many fan letters, so many people hate message him and shit like that for killing off fucking Vegeta
I think it
that they brought
revived in the next 3 episodes.
or some shit like that. It was something so crazy. That something that got done in a short time just because of the fan letters came in saying, "Why the fuck did you do that?" You know what I mean? And so after that, he was like, "Okay, I'm gonna bring it back in. I'll make him one of the main characters, but he's always gonna be a side man." And
Yeah, I'm gonna
fucking
be a side bitch.
yeah, some shit like that. And so ever since then, I feel like it's just him purposely hating on fucking on Vegeta. And I know it is. I know he got a little hate, but either way, I still fuck with Vegeta. I know he's a top dog. That's all that matters. But I fuck with Goku afterwards. It's just like Goku just, in my personal opinion, is more of the generic hero, and Vegeta's like the complex hero.
Yeah,
He's actually a hero the whole entire time, but he's the villain. He was the villain before, but
right.
he was mainly meant to be a villain. It was like the craziest complex story I think that's been out there. That's why I fucked with Vegeta, because he actually had a complex story that they just pushed to the side a little bit. They did a little backstory, but it got pushed to the side. And I'm like, man, you could be exploring some real shit on Vegeta, because you don't even know how many planets he's destroyed or conquered, killed. I mean, the amount of people he killed is probably infinite. And like the crazy,
Like
like
millions.
probably in the billions. That motherfucker destroyed planets at will. But going back to crypto, but yeah, shout out to Vegeta, you my dog. But yeah, yeah, it's something that's gonna take time. Like she being you, it's gonna take time. It's not gonna be
Maybe
overnight.
I say 5 good years.
Yeah.
5 good years, and you'll see like the fruits of your labor.
Oh yeah. No, it's
Five
like
good
I
years,
said,
stick it out.
I'm in this for the long haul. This
Yeah,
shit could take 10 years. This shit could take 10 years, and I'm with it. Because at the
yeah,
same time, most of y'all waiting for stocks anyways, and that's gonna take around the same time. So get your investments in now and just wait on it. Stop panic selling. I understand. Now, if you're a day trader, then do what you gotta do. Do some day trading stuff, dollar cost average, move money around, do what you gotta do. But at the same time, just get it and see what happens. Accumulate some more if you
yeah,
can, but just see what happens, because most of the times people just panic sell and they think, and they look at their account every single day,
yeah.
hoping and praying that it hits, and it's just you're gonna be wasting your time.
See, I do the whole dividend investment. I invest the Warren Buffett way. You know what I'm saying? I invest into dividend stocks. I don't be fucking. I mean, I fuck with crypto a little bit on a smaller scale, but the
Yeah,
dividend stocks, that shit replaces your income without you doing shit. You don't have to do nothing and just get paid.
but, yeah. You always buy when there's blood on the street too, and that's one thing I learned from Warren Buffett. Like I said, I don't like him as a whole just because he doesn't support crypto really,
Yeah,
but
he don't support even he don't support Tesla. He don't support nobody.
yeah, no. Now he shorted his Tesla. I think he owns Tesla, but he shorted the majority of his Tesla stock on in fucking his portfolio.
Yeah,
Yeah, he shorted it, but he talked shit about it. I mean, he shorted it, but he owned it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. He don't like tech companies. He only
Yeah,
like long term established companies. But then
yeah,
again, he that is smart for him, because he's old as fuck. But for
yeah. You
somebody
already
like
got.
us, tech companies is gonna. I mean, you see Virgin Galactic, they just went to space. You know what I'm saying? So tech companies are gonna win when we're Warren Buffett's age. So
Oh yeah,
I don't
no.
think before that though.
The
I don't want to be
full
that old retard.
technological age, like everything you're seeing now, crypto, I give it 10 years to be fully implemented into our full on ecosystem,
Right.
our entire
Day to
yeah,
day
our
life.
entire economy, everything. It's gonna be implemented. I give it 10 years. NFTs and all this shit, I give it like 20, 30 years
Yeah,
before that.
yeah.
So
I never really got into
NFTs,
these.
NFTs, that's going to take a good 20, 30 years. As much as celebrities are pushing that out now and scamming people.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, Logan Paul, speaking of one of the biggest crypto
Big
NFT
dumbass
scam,
about the
fucking,
NFT. That's worth what?
NFT scammers fucking what's it called Crypto Zoo.
Crypto Zoom?
Crypto Zoo.
Oh,
And it was something that it was a NFT, pretty much an NFT project that he was working on. He had like three pump and dumps, like pretty much rug pulls that he pulled out. And so on Crypto Zoo, it was this project where you can buy a picture of a animal NFT and combine it with another NFT, and you can make a hybrid baby. And they came out in eggs and shit like that. And fucking once they hatched, you can make money off that NFT in that system, and y'all can trade it for a certain amount of money. You can buy it for a certain amount of Ethereum and shit like that. This was going to be the next big thing. Logan was promoting it like a motherfucker, and fucking everybody was investing in it. And then what's called the developers he had were fucking criminals. And
oh
so
damn.
the
He
develop,
be on Andrew Tate ass though.
oh yeah, he was. Andrew Tate was on his ass around that time. This happened like 6 months ago, 6, 7 months ago, and fucking it was a big thing. I think CoffeeZilla, he exposed them. He pretty much went deep into depth with his crypto scam, and he contacted all the people that were involved in the project, and finding out that Logan was scamming people out of out of their money, and then the criminals he had. So the whole plan for this project was just to sell it to somebody else. They weren't even going to be promoting it for long. They're just going to get as much money as they can on the pre-sale. So they bought everything in the pre-sale. They bought it everything up, and they're going to sell it to the highest bidder and
Hmm.
make money off that. They're pretty much going to be rug, and then which pretty much gets rug pulled or something until that person officially acquires that company, more or less, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, it was a whole scam. They're trying to make as much money as they can and then pull out. That was pretty much it. That was the whole thing. And so there's one of his developers, I guess his financial advisor. I think his name's Crypto Jack, and he sold like NFT Pokemons and shit like that. And he was a scamming. So even within the scam, he was getting fucking scammed. So he was trying to scam Logan out of fucking $6 million. And so he tried to do a pre pull out. But the thing is, they already tracked it down and they locked his money in the crypto. And then they found out he was trying to pull the money out. And what's called dog was well, he did pull the money out, but they locked it because it was still on the blockchain, if I'm not mistaken, or whatever project it was on. And so they locked the money, but he pulled it out, which fucked up the price in the market for that project.
For the NFT or for the
Yeah,
whole.
their whole fucking thing, and I guess they also had a cryptocurrency for it.
Oh, okay.
Fucked up the price and everything. And so, yo, it's boy Kid Barco with the Too Easy Podcast. And yeah, we had some tough technical difficulties, just like last time. So sorry about that, yo. Nothing I could do on it. But yeah, my Wi-Fi's acting up, going crazy. So just bear with me. But I just want to say thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate you guys. If you made it this far without thinking I'm a piece of shit, I thank you, and continue to tune in. But yeah, so overall for this video, it's going to be split into two different parts. This is part one, as you know, and part two is going to be released tomorrow. So just stay tuned, y'all. Bear with us, like I said. And the full episode is going to be released today on Spotify. So if you guys follow us on Spotify, check us out. If not, check out the link in our description, and you can go in and check out the full episode and check out the audio up front. But yeah, yo. Sorry once again for technical difficulties. Like I said, we will get better. Anyways, peace out, y'all.